Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Today I will be providing brush swatches for you all of the Crown Brush Fuego Eyeshadow Collection. This particular palette was featured in the July Boxycharm. And so I did a demo using some of the shadows from the palette, and I want to provide a brush swatch for anyone who is interested to see how the colors apply. So I have my clean sweep that I will be using to change colors between swatches. Sorry for seeing if you see the lamp on the reflection. So this is a clean sweep makeup brush pad, a really good alternative to the color switch. I got this from TJ Maxx for $3.99. You can also find this at Marshall's. I will be using my Morphe M408 smudger brush. This is just a short shader brush. And here you have the Crown palette. This is the outside of the packaging. There's nothing on the back. And then on the inside you have a mirror, and you also get the 10 shades that are in the palette. This is a warm tone palette, so if you are a warm tone person who really likes really deep, I would say like deep burgundy, deep browns, bronzes, peachy golds, rose golds type of colors, this would be a palette for you. So let's go ahead and start swatching. Just going to put my palette to the side. Put my arm within view. So this palette has no name, so I'm going to go from left to right in this palette, starting with the top row. And the top row is a shimmer finish. The first shade is shimmer, and it looks like a nice champagne color. Definitely to be used for highlighting the brow bone, the inner corner, the cupid's bow. You could definitely use it to highlight your cheekbones. It is a very nice color. Hopefully you all can see that. It is a very nice champagne color. Have like almost like a iridescence to it. But it's probably like a pearl finish. So that is that shade. And that shade is looks like a medium tone brown shade. Has, I want to think, a matte finish from looking at it. It's definitely warm. It matches my skin tone to the point that I can't detect it when I am swatching. So I'm going to try to build this color up so it will be more detectable. But this will definitely be a good shade for those who are light to medium skin tone. Definitely if you're fair skin, this would probably most likely make a really good transition shade. Some of these shades can be used as contours if they are deep enough for your skin tone. And there are a lot of variation of deep shades that are in this palette. Because it looks really pale against my skin tone. Almost has like maybe more of a cool undertone to it. So even though it looks really deep in the pan, when it applies, it looks kind of peachy against my skin. So that is the second shade, and that shade is a blend of bronze and gold. It's almost like a deeper peachy gold color. I feel like I picked up too much pigment, so let's go ahead and swatch this. It's a shimmer finish. This is a duochrome. It's peach and gold. So it's definitely a beautiful color. The shimmers in this palette is very good. Very good quality. I apologize, my hand blocks the view of the shadows. So I try not to put my hands to block their view. So that is that color. Very nice peach gold duochrome. And I would assume if you wet that color, it will look nicely foiled. So if you know you're someone who likes foiled shadows, that will probably most likely be very nice. The next one is a deeper, I'd say like a deeper tan with a red undertone matte shade. And it looks matte in the pan. However, it could be a satin because it does have a slight, there is a slight sheen to it, but not very much. So that is that shade. So I definitely feel like the top row is definitely organized in a way that makes you think it will be more suited to the light to medium skin tones, but not necessarily. I think they did arrange the colors in a way that would suit, like, I would say like more of the light to medium at the top and more of the deeper tones towards the bottom, but I know you can intermix these colors. The next one is a metallic, like a cranberry bronze, I want to call it. It definitely has a red undertone, like a gold. It's very copper and red base. So it's like a orange copper shade. This is the shade I put on my eyes in the demo, which is a very beautiful color. It makes me think of like fire, like a nice bronze copper shade. I don't know why my camera's out of focus. Focus camera. So that is a stunning color. So definitely if you're so into the bronzes and the golds and the deep, rich, like almost berry, red, rose gold type colors, this is the palette. It is, and there's good pigment amount in these pans. So that is all the 5 colors from the top row, left to right. So now we're going to start at the bottom row. This is looks like a metallic finish. Looks like more of a rose gold color. And I always call the shimmers and the metallics basically accent colors. They're to accent, to highlight, to emphasize the other, you know, the contrast, the mattes and the satins. So that is that shade there. It's a nice rose gold color. The next shade is, I think, a brown tone matte shade, and it fits between this, the second, and the 4th shade. But this is more of, you know, more like a medium tone color. Even though it looks like it would look like the 4th shade on the top row, there's a slight variation undertone. And I think Crown captured this palette well to create enough transitions and colors to deepen the outer crease. So this one is definitely, they almost look similar, but that one, I think the one I just swatched is slightly more cooler compared to the 4th one here. This is more kind of peachy. This is more kind of brown, because this one looks like it has a peachy, like, red base looking at it. This looks like just more of a cooler brown, but definitely medium, along the medium spectrum, but kind of close. The next shade is a deep, I feel like a deep burgundy plum shade. This is definitely a berry matte shade. I picked up a lot of pigment just now. How do I try to keep my fingers out of view? I'm just gonna swatch. So I would call this like a deep crimson, like a maroon burgundy shade with red base to it. So that is that shade. The next shade is the deepest of all the shades in the palette, and I would call this like a blackened, probably like a blackened brown, probably like a blackened plum. I shouldn't say brown. I think there is kind of a plummy base to it. It's kind of has like a very smoky, color to it. So that is that shade. And the last shade, I would say, is a scrape bronze shimmer shade, possibly metallic. Because I call them shimmers, but some of them are more high shimmers, like almost like metallic finish. And then this is the last shade. It's a beautiful bronze color. Again, the shimmers apply very well. And as you can see how pigmented it looks without primer, imagine with the primer or foiling it. So that is all 10 shades from the Crown Brush Fuego Eyeshadow Collection. This palette does retail $29.99 USD, so US dollars. And I think $14.99 in pounds for the UK. Because there is a Crown Brush for the UK locations in Europe. So those are the shades. I really like this palette. I do love warm tone shadows. These are more along the berries and plums with a hint of gold and copper, but they will make beautiful day and evening looks. So let me show you the colors up close. So I'm going from left to right, so you can see the finishes. And there you have it. This is the brush swatch for the Crown Brush Fuego. Hope you all found this brush swatch video very helpful to you. And I wish you a very beautiful day. Take care of yourself. Remember to be kind and supportive. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.